Home equity has been a hot topic in real estate news lately, and if you've been following along, you may have heard there's a growing number of homeowners with negative equity. But don't let those headlines scare you. You know better. In truth, the headlines don't give you all the information you really need to understand what's happening and at what scale. Recent headlines are focused on short-term equity numbers, and they fail to convey the long-term view. The headlines are focused on the percentage of homes purchased in 2022 that are currently underwater, meaning the homeowner owns more on the loan than the house is worth. This was a huge issue when the housing market crashed in 2008, but that is not the case today. Media coverage that you're seeing is using a report from Black Knight Inc. And that in that report it says, of all homes purchased with a mortgage in 2022, 8% are now at least marginally underwater, and nearly 40% have less than 10% equity stakes in their home. The report from Black Knight is talking specifically about homes purchased in 2022, and the media headlines don't always mention that time frame or provide surrounding context about how unusual 2022 was for the housing market when home prices appreciated like crazy until March or April, when that rate of appreciation actually began to start slowing down. Homeowners who bought their house last year right at the peak, or those who paid more than market value in the months that followed, are more likely to fall into the category of being marginally underwater. The qualifier marginally is another piece of the puzzle that the media isn't necessarily including in their coverage. So, if you bought in 2022, it's important to remember owning a home is a long-term investment, not a short-term play. When headlines focus on short-term view, they're not necessarily providing the full context. Wouldn't you agree? So typically speaking, the longer you stay in your home, the more equity you gain while paying down your loan, and home prices appreciate. With recent market conditions, you may not have gained significant equity right away, but that's normal because you only own the home for a few months. On average, most people sell their homes after 8 to 10 years, and that's when the equity becomes significant. So as with anything, remembering that the context is important and know the facts. If you have questions about real estate headlines or how much equity you have in your home, let's connect.